Arsenal 10 points behind Chelsea as they go into this match at Bolton. They simply got to win it. It's back to Tony Cottee and Alan Parry.
Well, Thierry Henry needs just one more goal to move ahead of the legendary Ian Wright in Arsenal's all-time list of league scorers. And if he gets it today, let's hope it's clearly over the line. We've got the same referee, Mark Clattenburg, who presided over the Tottenham goal that never was against Manchester United. And Bolton themselves suffered a very similar fate here a few years ago, I remember, when a disallowed goal against Everton effectively cost them their place in the Premiership. Results earlier today mean that Bolton have dropped one place to 12th, but more significantly perhaps that Arsenal are now 10 points behind Chelsea and only one ahead of Manchester United. Arsenal have won 5 of their last 7 in the Premiership. Bolton, with only one win in their last 11, find themselves moving rapidly in the wrong direction. Bolton all in white will get us underway on a chilly evening in Lancashire. The pitch looking a little bare as Thierry Henry takes possession early on for the champions, who now know they have a massive task ahead of them to retain that title.
It's interesting to see the Arsenal boys before the kick-off always talk about having a good team spirit at any club. Instead of doing the huddle, every single player individually went to every other player just to wish them the best of luck. I've seen that too many times on the football pitch. I think they've got a great team spirit, great players as well. It's nice to see them all together before the start of this match.
Nolan the target for the first goal kick. El Hadji got his header in. It just bounced too far for Giannakopoulos. Bolton won 2-1 at Birmingham in their last Premiership match. It was their first victory in 11 league games, and that run included 6 successive defeats, the most they've ever suffered in the Premiership. Now there by Giannakopoulos on Hoyt. Vieira to Perez. Ashley Cole restored at left back, having been rested for the FA Cup tie a week ago. Here he is again. Vieira. Concedes the throw. Here's Cole again. Good return ball from Thierry Henry. Van Persie well placed in the middle, and Perez as well. The back heeler. And the deflection takes it for a corner, the first of the game. Or is it? No, in fact, the referee's given a goal kick.
He has given a goal kick. Thierry Henry's not happy with it. They just got a bit too clever in the end. Lovely build-up play. I think Perez should have shot. Takes his touch, strike it across the goal. Lundberg coming in at the far post. I think in the end he come off and got it.
Arsenal 7 Premiership games without defeat since they lost to that dramatic last-minute goal at Liverpool in November. And it's a run they've got to maintain, because seemingly Chelsea don't have any weaknesses at the moment. Toure to Hoyt. Campbell back in the Arsenal defence, and how glad they are to see him restored. Vieira takes over. Now Cole. Henry. Cole fell. The decision's gone against him.
I'm not sure about that one as well. Looked like it had gone out for a throw to me. Mark Clattenburg's given a foul. Quite sure what he's seen there. Ashley Cole, who's gone down, yet it's been given the other way.
Vieira. And again from Cole. who of course normally takes the throw-ins, but that one was a little too deep even for him. El Hadji Diouf. Came off goal. Well, I tell you, we've had 3 questionable decisions early on here. Nothing terribly important, perhaps.
Always say, as long as it's the same for both sides.
And again, the crowd felt that that had gone out before it actually did. Now Okocha, and he finds Diouf. It's a decent ball in, and there was a misunderstanding in the middle of that Arsenal defence.
Poor goalkeeping, isn't it, again from Almunia. Arsenal go to sleep. I mean, Diouf shouldn't get the cross in. It's a great ball in. Just goes straight through Almunia's hands, off Toure. Get away with it.
Here's Campo. And again, the Spaniard finds Gardner. Giannakopoulos. Good skill by the Greek international in the end. And this could be the perfect position for one of those JJ Okocha long throws.
Just need a bit of height in the middle. None of the defenders have gone up. Not too many options, even if it is a long throw.
Campbell's header away. Gardner couldn't reach it. And Okocha beaten to it by Freddie Ljungberg. Fabregas. Now Vieira. Is Pires. Cole. Pires with a gorgeous ball to find Ljungberg. Van Persie's in the middle. Tried to pick him out, and Gotti read the danger. Great bit of skill then by Okocha to keep it in play. Given away to Pires. Here's Cole. And the ball over the top for Thierry Henry. Arsenal have a man injured in the centre circle. Bolton, in fairness, I don't think they've spotted him yet. In the end, Nolan did.
I think it's Vieira, isn't it? Patrick Vieira's down at the moment. Holding his head.
He certainly looks in some pain, the Arsenal captain, and that's concern for Arsene Wenger.
Oh, it was
holding concern about the goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was poor goalkeeping, wasn't it? Got to stop the cross. When it comes, just skims off the surface. Totally takes his eye off the ball, Almunia.
Toure a little fortunate that the deflection took it for a corner. It could have easily been an own goal.
Could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? I think the jury's still out on the Arsenal goalkeeping situation. Doesn't help when you make mistakes like that.
Vieira seems to have recovered, but he has to leave the field, of course, until the referee feels that he can be weighed back into the action, which he has now. Arsenal have won 5 of their last 7 games. But that 10-point gap behind the leaders Chelsea is beginning to look a massive one. And of course they've got to keep an eye over their shoulders as well for Manchester United, now just a point behind. Arsenal led, of course, at the corresponding stage last season. They led virtually from start to finish. Hunt allows it to go over his head to Cole. Van Persie's in the middle. It's a good strike. Henry. Not one of his better efforts.
Certainly wasn't, but before then, Van Persie's effort was a good one. It was going in as well. It was fortunate, hit Ben Heim. Ended up a good clearance. Henry was well offside in the middle when the ball was originally played. And it actually comes to Van Persie. It's a good job he gets in the way, because I'm not sure Jääskeläinen would have saved that. I'm sure Thierry Henry doesn't need me to tell him about that one.
Gotti rather needlessly knocks it out of play. Played over 100 times now for Bolton, the former French international who's missed just one Premiership game this season. Campbell battling to try and win it back off Van Persie, but it's a throw to Arsenal. Beaten just twice in their 22 league games, the Gunners. 2-0 at Manchester United in October, then that 2-1 defeat at Liverpool in November. 14 victories, 6 matches drawn. Campbell. Easily won back by Gary Speed. Now Nolan. Speed under pressure. Poor ball by Ben Haim.
They've just been poor in possession so far, Bolton. It's been a bright start from Arsenal. Bolton working very, very hard to get the ball back. And when they do get it back, they've just been a bit sloppy in possession. Need to change that. You've got to keep hold of the ball against Arsenal.
Vieira to Campbell. I don't think he was expecting that. Goes down quickly by Nolan, but he produces a glorious ball. Henry, and handball the decision.
Good job as well. Again, breaking in numbers. Van Persie, Lundberg was free as well. Handball given.
Gotti's free kick. Looking for El Hadj Diouf getting in behind the defence. You did rather better this time.
Just skimmed off the pitch. Didn't do the old Hadj Diouf any favours out. Goalkeeper always favourite.
Henry's layoff. Pires. Ljungberg in space down the right. Gardner in the right space to win it back and find speed. Here's Nolan. That could be an interesting one, but it just picks up pace ahead of El Hadj Diouf. And Almunia, quite rightly, takes no risks with the clearance.
Good run from Diouf. Needs to stay on side. It will cause problems for the Arsenal back four. Problem, I feel, is he needs lots of support. Can't just play up there on your own. It's the two wide players, Giannakopoulos and Nolan. Got to push forward and try and make that 4-3-3 system as opposed to the 4-5-1.
As we were saying before the kick-off, Bolton do have an excellent record against most of the big teams in the Premiership, but they've only managed to beat Arsenal twice in the last 18 matches between the two in League and Cup. Beaten them for 10 years. As Nolan wins it back and finds El Hadj Diouf. Harry Speed's taken up a good position near the penalty spot, and he can stay there. They've got a corner.
Good play from Diouf. Looked up, wasn't too many options. Speed had made a good run. If you can't cross the ball, you don't want to give it away. Try and win a corner. Done well.
And Gotti and Campo coming forward, edge of the box. And Nolan will try to legally block the view of Almunia. Campo's made a run to the near post, leaving space behind him, but Almunia in control. Gas didn't realise Okocha was right behind him, and it's come off the young Arsenal man for the Bolton throw. Into Nolan very quickly. Okocha got underneath it. Nolan tried to make life difficult for the goalkeeper, and Ljungberg's accusing the Bolton man of having used his elbow, but Almunia doesn't seem too upset, does he?
Almunia's doing well, calming down the situation. It was actually offside, Nolan. It's a good chest off. Does he lead with his arm? He's looking at the goal. There's nothing in it at all. Not quite sure why Freddie Ljungberg's so unhappy.
put too much on that, but Campbell was on his toes. Now Toure. Hoyt's made a run down the right. And here he is. Played it in behind Freddie Ljungberg, though. Fabregas there to regain control, and now he gives it away. Campo. Here's Ricardo Gardner. Good challenge by Fabregas. Vieira stronger than Campo then, but not stronger than Bruno Ngotti. Gardner, Giannakopoulos. It's a good ball forward to Okocha. Nolan's taken up a great position again in the middle. But as ever, Arsenal break with pace and purpose. Pires. Vieira feeds it out to Hoyt. Now Ljungberg. The captain takes over again. Wasn't a bad effort from that range.
That was a good effort from Patrick Vieira. Not known for his shooting ability. He is capable at times of hitting it well as well. Just opens up for him. A long time to close him down. It's well worth a go.
He's come up with 3 goals so far this season, Vieira. Here's El Hadjouf, who's in goal-scoring form at the moment for Bolton Wanderers. And did brilliantly. Nolan. Almunia with a spectacular two-fisted punch clear. Given away again to Okocha. Arsenal putting on their nerve ends a bit at the moment as Vieira finds a lovely ball out to Fabregas. Glorious pass for Henry, who most surprisingly, unlike him, didn't seem ready for it. But he's made a good job out of a bad job. Wonderful vintage Thierry Henry in the end. Hoyt. Pires on the far post.
It's a shame he just didn't go quick enough, Robert Pires. He was expecting it. Good ball from Hoyt. Good run from Diouf before then, though. Making some extra runs, gets in behind again. Just thought he was going to come inside Toure, try and hit it on his right foot. Toure does well, forces him wide. Just too much on that cross. Good break from Bolton, though.
Diouf has scored in each of his last 2 Premiership games after going 58 games without a goal, would you believe? Most of them, of course, for Liverpool. He'll still hold his contract. He's on loan here. Gardner. Hoyt wins it back. The 20-year-old continuing at right back with Lauren out injured, but he's very close to a return, I gather. Okocha. Taken off him. Pires onto Henry. And Pires might get there. Hunt had to work hard.
Good covering from Nicky Hunt. Another example, Bolton. Okocha gave it away that time. Just so quick on the break, Arsenal. You can't afford to do that on your own halfway line.
Fabregas. Okocha has it back for Bolton and delivers first time. Campbell read the danger. It's incredible to think that just 3 months ago it was Arsenal who were leading the table by 5 points from Chelsea. As Henry finds himself in an offside position here, Arsenal find themselves now 10 points behind the men from Stamford Bridge.
It's a huge gap to make up, isn't it? All the more important when the other teams have played earlier in the day. You've got to win your game. I don't think Arsenal can worry too much about Chelsea, Manchester United, Everton as well. Just get on with it and get your own 3 points. Get the job done.
El Hadjouf brought down.
Bolton are very good at set pieces. A few of the big guns gone up. I'm sure Gary Speed will put quality on this. Could be one of their best chances of scoring today.
You might also argue that Arsenal aren't very good at defending set pieces. Speed plants it into the danger area. Good work by the Spanish keeper. Straight. Campo. Cole. Here's Vieira. Oh, wonderful football. Pires. Fabregas. And the return just had too much pace.
It was a shame. Lovely ball from Fabregas. Great skill from Pires. It's that final pass. He absolutely whacks it at Pires. The first touch is exquisite. Nicky Hunt did sell himself, trying to feed it back to him. But just a little bit too much pace on the ball. Some of their 1 and 2 touch stuff though from Arsenal was brilliant. It's a joy to watch at times.
Fabregas has actually played 26 games now, you know, Tony. I don't think anyone, least of all himself, expected him to chalk up that many appearances. But of course, with Edu and Gilberto out of action for so long, he's had to play.
Well, he has, that's right. And I think with the standard of his performances, you forget exactly how young he is. Superb player.
Here's Henry. Hoyt. Fabregas in a good position again. Here he is. Henry in the middle. Took a deflection. And this time it is a corner.
Bolton fans appealing for offside. Don't think he was. I think it's a good time run from Fabregas. There he is, he's going into the box. Hoyt sees him when it's played. No, it's a perfectly timed run. Just unfortunately didn't get his foot under the ball.
Campbell being closely watched by Campo. Firm header away by Ngotti. Fabregas again unmarked on the edge of the box here. Quite literally a battle for possession between two fiery characters.
Doesn't shy away, does he, Van Persie?
Caution of the game for the young Dutchman, who did have a bit of a reputation in Holland, one that he's continued into English football, of getting himself into scrapes like this.
I think he has a bit of a lash out of Diouf. The arm goes up, there's the kick, that's what he got the yellow card for. He's frustrated with himself, really should have crossed the ball or played it to Fabregas.
Here's Al Hadjouf again. He took a tumble and the home fans inevitably screamed penalty. Well, the referee was right on top of that.
Well, I'm not sure it wasn't a foul. I think we find it was outside the box. There's Diouf. He leans into him, Torre. Leading with his arm. I think it's a foul. Not a penalty, though.
Mr. Clattenburg perfectly placed. Appointed for a goal kick. Akacha. First time volleyed pass again for Diouf. Almunia's taken a chance, but it was a calculated gamble. Here's Diouf again. There's a corner.
He's causing problems, Diouf. Can't handle his pace at the moment. Timing the runs well.
With the corner midway through the first half, goalless at the Reebok. Ngotti climbing well. Giannakopoulos again. That's a dangerous ball back in. Almunia again, punches clear. Well, it's always a risky tactic. He had to race to get back and was very grateful to see the shot scream over the bar.
So he decides to come for it. He's nowhere near it, Almunia. It's headed away by Vieira. And he's lucky that Speed doesn't get it on target. Comes an awful long way. You've got two Arsenal defenders who are going to head it clear. I think when you've got the likes of Campbell, Toure, Vieira in front of you, you don't need to come for them ones. Let the defenders do their job, let them head it away. Always taking a risk when you come through bodies.
Twice he's done it, twice he's got away with it. Cole. Sliding challenge by Campo. Now El Hadj Diouf. Vieira. And here's Toure. Hoyt started to make his run, so too has Thierry Henry. That's outrageous skill, isn't it, by Henry? He knew exactly what he was doing.
That's why he's laughing, because he did mean it. So often you see players and they're just hoping, but he knew exactly what he was doing. Wanted to win the corner for his team, done it very well.
Came to meet that, but it's come out instead to Fabregas. Big shout for handball from the fans here. Now Van Persie. All Hoyt could do was stab it out for a throw. He's got to be on his toes again now, and he was. As Speed plays it over the top. It's a foul by El Hadj Diouf, making it back to Toure.
No question about that one. No attempt to go for the ball. Can argue as much as he wants. Quite clearly see, he just stands his ground, Diouf. Toure can't let the ball down.
Double deflection there of Ben Haim and Hunt. Bolton haven't won any of their last 5 home games. In fact, they'd actually lost 4 in a row before the 1-1 draw here against West Bromwich Albion on New Year's Day. It's a disappointing record of the Reebok, where last season they lost no fewer than 7 games. Only Blackburn Rovers had a poorer record than that at home. Campbell stronger than Diouf on that occasion. And again, Pires, Henry. And Gotti finds Gardner. One back by Ljungberg. And again, Freddie Ljungberg. Now Ivan Campo. Here's a Kochak. Gary Speed. On to Giannakopoulos. Header away by Toure. The referee's wave play on. They might have had a free kick there. Bolton. Nolan for them. Kochak. Good ball back for Nolan. Giannakopoulos in the middle. Unfortunately for him, so too was Sol Campbell. Nolan. Campo tries to spread the play out to El Hadj Diouf, who's offside anyway. Van Persie. Ljungberg in space. It was a disappointing ball by Van Persie.
It was a poor ball. He's getting a lot of space out there, Freddie Ljungberg. And Justin Hoyt as well. That's where the space is for Arsenal. Down Bolton's left-hand side, their right. They need to shift the ball out as much as they can.
Diouf looking very lively here. It's his 24th birthday today, by the way. Shoots offside again.
It's got a bit lazy the last couple of minutes, Geoff. Had a very good start to the game. Just that little 2 yards. Needs to come back, just get himself onside, then you can turn and run after the ball. Especially when you're looking across the line like he was on the previous occasion.
Almost half an hour gone, and little as yet by way of goalmouth action. A couple of scares for Almunia perhaps. Jaskalainen's not had much to do. He might now. Thierry Henry's layoff.
I thought that was made for Thierry Henry special there. He was going to hit it, left foot volley.
Cole. Vieira. Sol Campbell picked out the wrong man. Gave it away to Ngotti. Rather nervous back pass there by Ben Haim, and an even worse clearance then by UC Jaskalainen, who's screaming at the defender not to do that again.
I think he wanted him to head it back. It was a difficult ball for defender and goalkeeper.
Kocha doing well, and then Duke just slipped at the vital moment. Toure, Campbell. Arsenal have won 8 of their 11 away games this season. Only Chelsea have taken more points on the road, and Arsene Wenger's team have won each of their last 3, 4 out of the last 5. Here's Toure. Now that could be costly. El Hadj Diouf. Well, the pass wasn't particularly good and enabled Campbell to make the interception.
Went into overdrive, didn't he, Sol Campbell? Good defending. Slightly better ball would have been good for Diouf.
Quite a strong wind blowing round the Reebok Stadium now. Nolan for Bolton. Hunt. Gary Speed. Ben Haim. Here's Hunt again. Not quite as successful as Thierry Henry's earlier attempt to win a set piece off his opponent. Pires.
It's not been a bad game so far, just that lack of efforts really on target. Both teams have had spells where they play some good football. Had a few more shots on target though.
Here's Pires for Arsenal. Now Patrick Vieira. Terrific ball. Thierry Henry. Van Persie well placed, so is Pires. Oh. Well, it's difficult to criticise him, but I must say from where I'm standing, it looked as though he should have passed the ball then. El Hadj Diouf offside yet again.
Offside again. You can't believe even the great Thierry Henry though is shooting here. Making lovely runs. Ben Haim's gone to sleep a couple of times. He is ball watching. Actually recovers well. But when he comes inside Henry, surely even Thierry's not shooting from there. Had 2 good options. Just put it straight at goalkeeper.
Well, I'm glad you backed me up there, Tony, because I think you know a little bit more about goal scoring than I do.
Well, I think if you'd have been shooting, I think they'd been in the back of the net quite simply. Even from that angle, he just got caught in 2 minds.
Now Ljungberg up against the pacey Ricardo Gardner. Not many will outrun him. Hoyt will take the throw. This is his 11th appearance in the first team this season. He's still only 20. Young man with a sound athletic background. Fabregas. Henry. Well, don't forget, there's another Prem Plus match for you tomorrow. And a very important one too. It's Middlesbrough against Everton. Fulham against West Bromwich Albion is our Super Sunday match. Sky Sports 1 at 3 o'clock. Escalainen slipped as he cleared that. Ljungberg winning it. Now Campo. Gardner for Bolton. Nolan's made an early run. Offside again. Well, it's like watching the Arsenal from the old days, this.
It was very close. The only difference is the arms aren't going up. Sol Campbell steps up. When it's played, I thought he was offside. I think he was on, wasn't he? The arm did go up as well.
It's not Dixon, Adams, Keown and Winterburn, but they'd be proud of the number of offsides the Arsenal back four of this modern era have achieved here. Fabregas. Oh, he got it wrong. Campo's header played it blind, really, and Ljungberg got there ahead of Gardner. Henry. A wonderful play again by Thierry Henry. Good challenge by Ngozi to stop him getting any further. Fabregas. Now Toure. Hoyt with a lot of space ahead of him. Fabregas finds Freddie Ljungberg. The layoff to Cole. Good ball in. Ljungberg goes for it. And Jääskeläinen, rather awkwardly but effectively, keeps it out. Diouf. Well played, El Diouf. Well, Campbell wasn't going to give it up lightly. Here's Vieira. Real heavyweight collisions in midfield, and El Diouf has come off worse. Here's Van Persie. Henry's layoff, perfect. Ljungberg. Good football. Pires. Oh.
Well, can I give him an excuse? Robert Pires, we expect better, don't we? Bounced up over his leg. Takes it down, he's going to get a shot in on target, you would feel. Here's the Ljungberg chance. We've seen some iffy goalkeeping today. There's Jääskeläinen, I think he might have come off from Gotti. Both goalkeepers done some good things and some poor things as well.
Nolan did well to keep that on the field. Oh, tell you what, Almunia nearly joined that list of errors there. Campbell, good ball. Van Persie. Here's Vieira.
I think both goalkeepers have looked very, very uncomfortable with their kicking. The general goalkeeping hasn't been much better. The kicking has been poor. I mentioned about the strong wind. The pitch isn't brilliant. I think that's just making excuses for them, though. It has been poor, their goal kicking.
Campo dispossessed. And a bit of space here for Cole. And still Ashley Cole, what a run. And Van Persie! Oh, he didn't really strike it properly. Good throw out this time by Jääskeläinen to Okocha. And what a ball that is for El Diouf. Would you believe the flag has gone up again? Well, considering he's the lone striker, it's unforgivable the number of times he's got caught offside.
Well, it is. That was a very late flag, though.
Or is it perhaps, Tony, that he is the only striker?
Well, it is very difficult when you are the only striker. More often than not, it is going to be you offside. The problem is you've got to time your run as well. Sometimes you are onside when it's played. When the assistant looks up, you're offside. It was good skill from Van Persie, though, wasn't it? I think Ashley Cole wanted the ball back. Goes for the 1-2. He gives it him back. He would have been in on goal, but it's a lovely turn from Van Persie. Just didn't strike it well enough.
Scored 5 goals so far, though. Got the winner, of course, a week ago in the FA Cup tie against Stoke City. There's Campo, miscontrols it to Perez, gets it back. Never an easy place to come and play this, and Arsenal are finding that. Header on by Nolan. It's come back to him. Juve up against Campbell. Held him off well. Good ball, Giannakopoulos!
A fantastic cross from Juve, but I'm not sure about the goalkeeping again. They don't deal with it, Arsenal. They don't clear it. First Campbell. He's not offside, Juve. Uses his body well. But when the cross comes in, I think Almunia's got to do better. Far too much at the near post. Lovely header from Giannakopoulos. It is a good cross, and I don't think he's anywhere near it again, Almunia. Good finish from Bolton's point of view. I think when Arsenal look back at that, there will be question marks about the goalkeeping.
Lehmann looks on and perhaps explains to his teammates what he felt went wrong. Ashley Cole takes a tumble from the challenge by Okocha. Highly significant goal here. As Perez swings the free kick in, wasn't particularly good marking by Bolton. They got away with it for the moment, and they got away with it full stop because Van Persie was offside.
Look, dreadful marking from Bolton. Because Arsenal had 3 players at the far post. When it's whipped in, they just stand there. Good job, and Gotti heads the ball clear. Again, I'm not sure about the offside.
Giannakopoulos with a double landmark. First Premiership goal he's ever scored here at the Reebok on his 50th league appearance for Bolton.
I'm just going to say this, take nothing away from the goal scorer. It's a good header, good cross as well. I'm not sure about the goalkeeping.
Well, none of these Bolton fans, even though they are overjoyed at this moment, will be getting too confident, because Bolton have thrown away the lead in no fewer than 6 games this season. Only Newcastle have a worse record in that respect. Only Juve, I think, has a worse record for getting caught offside tonight.
Well, again, I'm not sure if that one was offside as well. Always talk about daylight. Is there daylight between the 2 players? I don't think there is. Certainly advanced to the Arsenal defender. When it was played, there was no daylight.
Campo, Gardner. Poor ball, Fabregas. Here's Patrick Vieira. Played it against Gardner for the throw. Beaten to it, headed by Campo. Gardner lashes his clearance straight out of play. A little bit of panic there by Bolton. Vieira. Giannakopoulos, the goal scorer, wins it back and takes a tumble under the challenge from Hoy. But it's an Arsenal throw-in despite his protests. Ljungberg. Campo gets it away. El Hadji's onside. That's the headline. Fabregas concedes the possession. Final minute of the first half. Bolton taking their time. The referee won't allow that. Hoyt's clearance. And a misunderstanding. Nolan nips in and could have scored an absolutely crucial second. What happened to Arsenal's defending then?
Well, they all stood and watched, didn't they? Was it Almunia? They all stood and watched, said, goalkeeper's ball. Goalkeeper just standing still. No one deals with it. Nolan really should score. I think you could blame Toure, Campbell and Almunia there. Goalkeeper just stops. He's expecting the defenders to deal with it. He takes it with his left foot, Nolan, he scores.
Normally a very reliable player in front of goal as well, Nolan. Okocha. What a half this has been for Bolton Wanderers.
Well, Bolton have done really well, exactly as you would expect, got amongst Arsenal. But it applies to any team. If you don't defend properly, you get yourself in trouble, and that's what happened.
Well, they'll be relieved, I think, Arsenal. There's only 60 seconds of stoppage time. I understand from those in the Arsenal camp that Arsene Wenger is not a ranter and a raver at half-time. If that needs to be done, he usually leaves it to Pat Rice. But even the urbane Wenger might have a few angry things to say to his players. Their defence of the Championship on the line. They've seen Chelsea go 10 points clear at the top of the table. They've seen Bolton go 1 goal clear here at the Reebok. Almunia has had a half he'll want to quickly forget.
Really, the Bolton goalkeeper has not been tested once.
And not enough punch from their goalkeeper at key moments as well. Let's rejoin Tony Cottee and Alan Parry.
Yes, fingers being pointed again at the Arsenal goalkeeper, Manuel Almunia. A lot of people, I think, surprised when Arsene Wenger signed him. He didn't have a particularly distinguished career in Spanish football. He played for 7 different clubs and none of the major La Liga sides. By the way, Almunia's from Pamplona, where the big event of the year is being chased through the street by raging wild bulls, so he won't be afraid of whatever threats the Premiership produces, but he still needs to convince a lot of pundits, I think, that he is equipped for the challenge. Are Arsenal equipped for the challenge of getting back into this game and reducing the gap between themselves and the leaders Chelsea, which is currently 10 points? It is quite simply, Tony, a game that Arsenal surely cannot afford to lose this.
No, cannot afford to lose it. Be interesting to see how they go about this second half. Felt their build-up play in spells were pretty good. It's just that final ball, the end product, wasn't good enough. They've got to take the game to Bolton now, but what do Bolton do? Do they sit back, try and defend a 1-goal lead? I think if they do that, I think that's a dangerous thing to do as well. Arsenal are more than capable of getting 2-3 goals in this second half, but they've got to up it a little bit, up the tempo and up the quality of the final ball.
Arsenal top scorers, of course, in the Premiership, 52 goals, and if they maintain that rate, they'd be on course for around 90 goals for the season. They have now conceded 25. They only let in 26 in the whole of last season. Van Persie picking out Pires, header back to Ashley Cole. Now Vieira. Here's Toure. It's a good ball, and here's Ljungberg. Good work by Jääskeläinen. Offside for the 7th time in the game.
I think he's going for a record, isn't he? Record offsides in one match. He'll get it the way he's going at the moment. Good keeping though from Jääskeläinen a minute ago.
There's Vieira. Can he drag his team back into this game, the Arsenal skipper? Fabregas on to Campbell. Cole just hesitated. Nicky Hunt whipped the ball away. Fabregas. Good challenge by his fellow Spaniard, Ivan Campo. Kocha. That could be a good ball. Almunia's got to get this right. And did.
Done well that time, Almunia. Better run from Diouf though. Bent his run, stayed onside. If he does that in this second half, he will give Bolton an option, because they're going to have to defend in numbers. He will be even more isolated up front on his own. He's got to keep onside.
Let's cross the line. Goal kick.
It was a good save, wasn't it, from Jääskeläinen? I think one man who'll be disappointed though is Thierry Henry. He'll be disappointed in himself with that layoff. Immediately holds his head. He knew he should have been a better layoff, because if it had been, Lundberg would have scored.
Giannakopoulos almost dispossessing Toure, and it has been given away by Fabregas. Diouf. Tried to win the corner off Hoyt. Van Persie. Here's Gardner for Bolton. Kocha. Oh, great skill. Literally left Fabregas on his backside, but couldn't beat the keeper.
Great skill from JJ Okocha. Defending wasn't too much to be admired though from Arsenal, particularly Fabregas. No need to rush in. Van Persie does it. Fabregas as well. He's more than capable of scoring, isn't he, from 25 yards out. Okocha. Not this time.
Thierry Henry dispossessed by Gardner. Hunt's clearance. I don't need to tell you what's happened, do I? Giannakopoulos clearing the danger. Stelios, as they have on the back of his jersey, simply because they can't fit his surname on. There's too many letters in it. Hoyt. A little bit easier to spell. Fabregas. Giannakopoulos almost dispossessed then by Cole. There could be a dangerous ball forward for Campo. Campbell has to keep an eye on him. And looking for help from his goalkeeper then, quite clearly. Guedes. And Percy for Arsenal. Free kick. Well, there's the northwest curse going to strike again for the Gunners. Remember, their only Premiership defeats this season, not many miles from here. One at Manchester United, the other at Liverpool. Kocha, one trick too many then. He could regret that. Thierry Henry, and here's Vieira, and it's through to Van Persie. Oh, how was that a miss? Incredible. Of all the people on the pitch, Pires failed to score from what, 2 yards out?
We should have scored, but Bolton are saying it was offside. When Vieira plays the ball, no, it was a good decision from the assistant. Pires has got to score. It's a poor miss. And just get lucky, Arsenal. A few deflections. Great save from Jääskeläinen. Don't know what Pires does. Must take his eye off the ball. He's only got to get a good contact. It's in the back of the net. Can't afford to miss too many chances like that. You can see, gets a clear sight of the ball, clear sight of the goal. Really should have been 1-1.
The amazing thing is he scored in each of his last 4 appearances against Bolton. Foul on Diouf by Campbell. Arsenal beginning to get rattled here. Well, I imagine a few Chelsea and Manchester United supporters, maybe even their players, will be watching this and hoping that Bolton can rattle the champions even more. Diouf doing well against Cole. The through ball was aimed at Ljungberg, but Jääskeläinen takes control. Oh, well, he did. And then he threw the ball out. Gardner had turned his back on him. Strange incident. Oh, actually, I didn't see that. Yeah, there was an injury in the middle. Fair play to the goalkeeper.
Van Persie has gone down. Not quite sure if it was a challenge. He's gone down in a heap, which is why Giannakopoulos was looking to throw the ball out. No surprise, Dennis Bergkamp and I think Reyes as well warming up. It's nice to have those two types of players, different types of players to come on. They might well need them soon.
Bergkamp's missed the last 4 games with a thigh injury. His fellow Dutchman Van Persie will have to come off the field momentarily. Kevin Nolan was cautioned, by the way, in the aftermath of that Pires miss, presumably for protesting too loud about the possible offside. And sportingly and correctly, Ljungberg returns it to Jääskeläinen. Vieira. Very speed, making life hard for the skipper. Very hard. And then a little clash, but good to see it all ends with a handshake.
Just good commitment there from Gary Speed. Vieira under pressure. No hard feelings in the end of it.
Pires. Has he got some work to do to make up for that miss now? Fabregas. Here's Vieira. Offside, Van Persie. Referee is allowed play to go on with Bolton in possession with a Kocha. Wonderful ball, inch perfect. Juve. Great ball back in as well. It was another fine movement. Another miss from Nolan, although that was a lot more difficult.
Good move from Bolton. Fantastic pass coming up from JJ Okocha. Credit to the referee because he played the advantage. What about that for a pass, though? It's a good run from Nolan. Sprints into the space, just a fraction behind him, I think, for him to get it on target. Could have done it another half a yard in front of him. Good play from Bolton, though.
Hoyt. Van Persie on for Ljungberg. Not good enough ball. Gotti's got a decision to make and wins the throw. You see the way Bolton have played today, it's hard to believe that just a month ago they were in that awful run of 6 successive defeats, couldn't get a goal, couldn't get a point from anywhere. Now they're looking to get a second, and the goalkeeper's come miles out. Speed winning it back again. Kocha beaten by Pires. Now Vieira. Ball over the top for Henry. It's Hunter won it back. And Hayim is a Kocha. Campo. Needlessly given away to Campbell. Good play by Kocha. That's a good ball too. Giannakopoulos. Well, if he had the opportunity to look up, Juve and JJ Okocha have both got forward in support.
Well, they had, that's right. I think he actually tries to do the right thing, Giannakopoulos, because when he does actually take the shot, he's actually trying to just dink it over the goalkeeper as it comes out. Certainly would have scored if he'd have got it right. I think when the ball goes over the bar like that, the two teammates in the middle quite rightly say, why didn't you cross it? We would have scored, but they can't afford to miss chances like that. You don't get too many one-on-ones with the Arsenal goalkeeper. When you're leading 1-0, you can go 2 up. You've got to take those chances.
Fabregas has given it away to Campo. Elhad shoots on mark. Oh, that's a bad challenge. Well, I thought so. I cannot believe the referee has waved play on. Campo's absolutely furious.
It's a poor decision. It was a foul and it was a yellow card for Toure. Didn't give either.
Here they come again, Bolton, but the referee's not done them any favours by giving them a free kick when really they didn't want it. They wanted play to carry on.
He played a a good advantage before then. We saw that fine Okocha pass. This time doesn't play the advantage, and that's what really annoys players. They want to play. There's the one I was talking about before. There's the touch. There's the foul from Toure. There should have been a yellow card. That is a poor decision. And this is when the players, it is a foul. Just play on. The players don't want the ball stopping. Giannakopoulos is in possession. Strange decision from Mark Clattenburg.
Terrific atmosphere of the Reebok now. Full house of 27,000 believing that Bolton can go on and win this against the champions. Gotti's free kick. Easy this time for Almunia. Cole. Vieira. And they're just looking that little bit sharper at the moment, Bolton Wanderers. Giannakopoulos. Clever ball down the line for Juve. Handball's the claim. Corner is the verdict.
Not well of a handball from Sol Campbell. At the corner anyway. They're rattled Arsenal at the moment. It's a poor display defensively towards the end of the first half. It's not a lot better in this second half. Very shaky defensively at the moment. Was this handball from Sol Campbell? No, it wasn't. Certainly a corner though.
Well, half the 25 goals that Arsenal have conceded, 24 goals that Arsenal conceded in the Premiership this season have been from set pieces. And the Dukes almost struck again.
Giannakopoulos again, wasn't he, on the end of it? Not the tallest player. Just peels away to the far post. Van Persie, who switches off, doesn't even know he's behind him. If you're ever in doubt as a defender, not that I was ever good at it, but if you're in doubt, just put it out again for another corner. Don't let the attacker just head it.
It's not one of the biggest stadiums in the Premiership, this, but when it's full like this and the crowd are in the mood as they are at the moment, the noise is deafening. Arsenal have had problems here in the past. They're certainly having problems here today.
Well, they know exactly what Bolton are all about. They know they've got to deal with it. At the moment, they can't. It's all Bolton. When will he make a change? I'm sure he's thinking about it at the moment.
Wenger's men have failed to beat Allardyce's team in 3 out of the last 4 meetings. Campo. Ben Haim looked a little bit edgy then, but now he finds he's got more time. And picks out a good ball as well for Juve. A little bit too high, perhaps. Giannakopoulos trying to block the clearance. Well, is he going to follow in famous footsteps? Because the last time Bolton beat Arsenal, the winner was scored at their old stadium, Burnden Park, by John McGinley, a Bolton legend. That was season 95-96. Toure wins it back. Cole gives it away to Hunt. Had Juve well placed. Good recovery by Ashley Cole. That's why he's one of the best in England.
One of the quickest as well when he needed to be. Nicky Hunt's no slouch.
Juve. Cole there to mark him again. And he got the cross into Nolan. Clearance by Fabregas finds Thierry Henry. And that was a handball by Ngotti. Gone, and the champions still trail. Perez, who should of course have brought them level. Vieira, interesting ball into Henry, but too far.
They've settled for that, the Bolton defenders. It's a long ball down the middle. Snap that up all day long.
Very speed, trying to win the throw off Vieira. Hunt has to intervene and find Nolan. On to Juve again. kick to Bolton.
I think it was a foul. Maybe it was an elbow, what Diouf saying. Doesn't deal with it, Sol Campbell. Shows too much of it to Diouf. It's a little brush off of the hand, isn't it? Certainly a free kick.
At times today, we've seen just why Gerard Houllier invested so much money in signing El Hadj Diouf after he'd starred for Senegal in the World Cup finals. Never really delivered, of course, as a Liverpool player. That could have gone anywhere. It's gone for another corner.
I think he made up for it there, didn't he, Sol Campbell? Gave away the free kick. I think it was his header.
Speed lurking near the far post, such a great header of the ball. His run now has gone beyond him though. Cleared only as far as Okocha, who will leave it to Gardner. Giannakopoulos. Henry, it is back defending and conceding the free kick. And they're taking it very quickly. And almost caught Arsenal by surprise. Another corner for Bolton, who are having a terrific spell here.
I think he took his teammates by surprise, Giannakopoulos. He wasn't ready for it in the middle.
Low speed this time, won't be a threat. Decent enough cross though. And another corner.
Just don't look confident, Arsenal, from set pieces defending. Whether it's free kicks or corners. System of zonal marking. I'm not a fan of it, and I think it does cause problems.
You see the wind's got even stronger behind Bolton's back. Naeem, clever ball. Okocha. You'd expect something clever from him, and we got it. Here's Campo lining up the shot. Oh, if he'd have done better there, he could well have beaten his fellow Spaniard. Bolton have dominated the last 10 minutes.
Well, they have. All Bolton. It's not what Arsenal need. They need to get the ball forward. Just not creating anything at the moment. Not keeping hold of the ball, more importantly.
Hoyt, Ljungberg. That's a foul, isn't it? No. Ljungberg cannot believe it as he picks himself up. And nor can Gardner that he got that clearance wrong. Well, it's a situation that demands a decisive change. And Arsene Wenger is going to make it. First man on, Jose Antonio Reyes, in place of Cesc Fabregas. And Dennis Bergkamp also joins the action.
I think it was the obvious two changes, and he needed to make them as well, Arsene Wenger. Reyes looks like he's going to play just off of Henry up front. Bergkamp slotted into the central midfield position. Both players need to get forward and give him some support.
A Spaniard for a Spaniard, a Dutchman for a Dutchman.
Jose Antonio Reyes and number 10, Dennis Bergkamp.
Got his header. Giannakopoulos. And back by speed briefly. Reyes had to turn it back. There was no way forward. Arsenal have only lost twice in their last 62 Premiership fixtures, would you believe? A third defeat would be a particularly crushing blow. As Vieira goes down and wins the free kick.
It was Giannakopoulos, wasn't it? booked there for kicking the ball away.
Yep.
I certainly heard the whistle.
Of course, under the laws, the referee has to march the ball forward 10 yards as well. Hoyt. Bergkamp to Ljungberg. And back by Giannakopoulos, the third player caution today now. Well, one of them, Van Persie, has now left the action. Lovely football from Bolton here. Okocha, Campo. Interception by Toure was vital, and speed wins it back for Bolton Wanderers. Giannakopoulos again, inviting El Hadjouf to race forward, and for once, he stayed in the traps.
He wanted to go too early. Fear of being offside, but that's when he should have run.
Bergkamp, great position, great ball. Ljungberg. Danger here for Bolton. Corner for Arsenal, their first for some time in the game. Cameron near the penalty spot. He started his run now, but it's not going to reach him. It will reach Bergkamp, back through the crowd. It's the right thing to do. Reyes. Hadjouf gets a foot in. Throw. Campbell has stayed forward, so has Vieira, and they will stay forward a little longer. And Dotti has conceded another corner. Urgency now for Arsenal. 3/4 of the way through the game, they trail 1-0. The Arsenal travelling fans behind this goal. Oh, good header away by Campo. Oh, how about that? For a cheeky bit of skill from El Hadjouf. Kocha. Hoyt with a good interception. And Jaskalainen did the right thing.
All about concentration now for Bolton. What they mustn't do, they mustn't drop off. Because if they do, this Arsenal team are good enough to get 1 or 2 goals. Got to keep trying to get forward, like they have been, and defend properly.
Campo thought that Giannakopoulos was going to make a run for that. Almunia delivers it long. As it happens, too long. But I'll tell you what, Jaskalainen went down on his knees. And he should go down on his knees again and pray that that didn't go to an Arsenal player.
He got away with it, didn't he, Jaskalainen? I think the problem was he was right on the edge of his area. Concerned about handling it outside the box. Just took his eye off the ball, which is why he fumbled it.
Perez lining up the free kick. There haven't been many moments of magic from the champions as yet. They need one now. Good clearance. But the pressure stays on. Cole. Now it's been lost by Henry to Campo. It's 1 against 1 here if he gets it quickly to El Hadjouf, and he has. Oh, it's really the worst thing he's done today, that El Hadjouf.
Apart from his offside, he's had a good game, Jeff. That was one of his poorer passes. Really needed to keep hold of it, despite the good run that Campo had made. Just keep hold of the ball.
No one gets it back to Juve. He's got to go single-handed here. There is no one in support. He almost did it.
He was unlucky this time. This time he did keep hold of the ball. When it actually comes to him, Jeff, he knows he's the only one. There's hardly anyone else in the Arsenal half. He knows he's got to take on Sol Campbell. Does really well. Turns him inside out. Just drags his shot wide. Great effort, though. He's looked threatening on the break, and he will do so in this last, 18, 19 minutes. They can get in the ball.
A crucial 20 minutes or so in Arsenal's season coming up. No one's ever won the league or lost it in January. but a 10-point gap on a team in form like Chelsea is a very serious situation for the champions. They've got a corner. Campbell is making his way forward again. Toure as well now. Goalkeeper thought about going for that one, and in the end evaded Campbell and everyone else.
Well, he did think about it, Jääskeläinen. Actually stood on the line. Actual corner missed everyone. Good pace in it. Goes to come, stops Jääskeläinen. Bruno Ngotti's had an outstanding game at the back for Bolton. It's him and Campbell who clashed.
Nolan couldn't reach it. Given away again. And offside again. Mr. Juve.
Certainly something for him to work on in training this week. Is he offside? Just about. Assistant's certainly level with it. Good call that time. Just a case of bending your run a little bit, coming towards the ball, little 2-yard run towards the ball, then turn and sprint in behind. You won't be offside so much.
Ljungberg. Ngotti knew what he was doing.
It's been outstanding today, Ngotti. Had a really good game.
Don't forget, we've got an extra game for you on Prem Plus, channel 433 tomorrow. Our show starts at 1:30. A vital game, Middlesbrough against Everton from the Riverside. And then later on Sky Sports 1, starting at 3, we're at Craven Cottage for Fulham against West Bromwich Albion. Ngotti took a bit of a risk there against Bergkamp. There's a Kocha. Oh, wonderful control. Wonderful. Campo. Outside of the foot to Juve. And he's still going. Hoyt. Bolton fighting for every ball. And they've got to keep doing that in the last 15 minutes.
Got to do it right to the final whistle. Outstanding commitment from them so far.
And Speed wins it back. Okocha. Oh, terrific skill again by JJ. Oh, sometimes even the best can overdo it.
He's laughing. I'd rather see him try and cross above his left foot. Tried all the magic tricks. A bit fortunate to start with because the ball goes through the legs of Hoyt. He just totally misses it. When you do get to the touchline, rather than do that, try and wrap your left foot around it, try and cross it. Looks great when it comes off though. Not that time.
Great in a testimonial game. I'm not sure about this. There's a fella capable of doing that and more. Thierry Henry. Reyes went in hard, but no harder than Campbell has come back to Henry. Once again, dare we accuse the great man of being a little greedy. Back to that later. Giannakopoulos. Kocha dispossessed. Strong challenge by Gardner, but it's Vieira who comes out with the ball. Here's Ljungberg. Henry well placed in the 6-yard box. Here he is.
Better play from Arsenal. Should he have done better here, Henry? When it comes to him, the problem is he tries to side foot the ball rather than going for power, going for a precision. It makes it an easier save for Jääskeläinen. Did have options in the middle.
Poor corner. Cole. There's Hoyt. Bergkamp plays one over the top. It's getting tense, it's getting edgy, it's getting close to the last 10 minutes. Sam Allardyce has never been in charge of a Bolton team that have beaten Arsenal. Akocha, he never stops trying the tricks, does he? Is he overindulging though?
Well, he is a little bit, and it's okay losing the ball there, but I'm sure Sam Allardyce would rather him try and keep it, just pass it easy.
Like that, Henry, and like that, Ljungberg. Gardner deflects it behind for a corner.
Again, it's just that final ball from Arsenal's point of view. They're starting to open Bolton up a little bit now. Lovely ball from Henry. Better cross required though from Freddie Ljungberg.
Goalkeeper again made a despairing grab at the ball and again got away with it.
Both goalkeepers have been looking very uncomfortable tonight. And again, Jääskeläinen gets caught in two minds. Freddie Ljungberg standing on him. Goes to come, stops, then when he does come, he's absolutely nowhere near it.
Jääskeläinen was actually left out recently. Sam Allardyce felt he looked tired, gave him a break for the first time in a couple of seasons. Now he's going to give one of his outfield players a break because Henrik Pedersen is about to come on. And maybe it was a trick too many that convinced the manager. It was time to call JJ Akocha to the touchline.
Sam Allardyce wants to win the game, doesn't want to see the tricks at the moment, wants his team to retain possession, keep hold of it. That's what Pedersen will do.
Scored 2 goals in the FA Cup win at Ipswich a week ago, and he's top scorer this season with 9 goals. Somewhat surprisingly, it appears that Bolton have made him available for sale. But the problem I know that they face here as El Hadji tries to give Arsenal another problem. Bolton haven't been able to pick up any short-term deals as they have done in previous seasons, so the feeling is they have to ship somebody out to find the money to bring somebody in. Sol Campbell for Arsenal. One back by Speed. Hunt down the line and clumsily given away. Here's Hoyt. Bergkamp finds Campbell. 10 minutes to go at the Reebok. Arsenal trail 1-0. Hoyt just showed the ball to Gardner and then fouled him in his attempt to win it back.
Just his touch let him down, Hoyt. Done okay today. No possession away to give the foul.
The frustration clear to see on the face of Arsene Wenger, who's never lost in 9 previous matches against Bolton. El Hadji. I mean, you can't overstate the importance of Arsenal getting something out of this, Tony, because with Chelsea winning all the time and Manchester United winning all the time as well, they've got to do the same.
Well, they really need 3 points. I'm not sure a point is good enough for them. They'll take it because it's not been a good performance so far. What they'll try and do is keep trying to play the football like they are at the moment, but sooner or later they're going to have to try and get the ball forward. Might have to push someone like Sol Campbell down the middle, get the ball forward and try and create some chances. Very little chances. They really need at least a point from this match. Huge implications at the top of the Premiership this result's going to have if it stays like it is.
But it's now 13 matches since Bolton kept a clean sheet in the Premiership, and only twice this season have they stopped the opposition from scoring. No team has a worse record than that, in fact. So there is still hope. If you're an Arsenal fan, there is still a tense few minutes if you're Sam Allardyce. Perez gets it away. Giannakopoulos wins it back. Will his goal win the match? Arsenal firing on all cylinders now. But even Henry's renowned pace couldn't reach the ball there.
That final ball again. There's too much pace in it from Vieira. Thierry Henry actually kicked the ball into the crowd in frustration. Too much pace in it. There's Henry, doesn't give up the chase. Kicked it into the crowd. Talking to from Mark Clattenburg. Is it any different to what Giannakopoulos done though? He kicked the ball away and got a yellow card.
Maybe because it was off the field, I don't know. Seems incredible to think now that Arsenal made their best start to a season for over 50 years, but they had that blip in October and November, winning only twice in 8 Premiership matches. And of course they lost at Manchester United, ending that 49-game unbeaten run. Looked as though they got themselves back on track again, but at the moment they are facing the possibility of a serious setback. Vieira. Campbell on to Reyes. Pires. Here's Bergkamp. Now Ljungberg. Plenty in the penalty area for Arsenal. Patrick Vieira. It's a clever looking ball, looking for Henry, who just got a slight touch on it, I think.
Didn't get enough of a touch in it. Good runners going into the box with him, Henry, that time. Just going to get a clear header on it.
Vieira. Clever control. Just struck the heel of Giannakopoulos. And you look back on key moments in a game, clearly the goal, because it might be the only goal of the game, but then you think Nolan had the opportunity to make it 2-0 to Bolton. Pires had a great chance to make it 1-1. Ederson's first involvement is as a defender. Dennis Bergkamp. Here's Pires. It's opening up for Pires. Great tackle. Wonderful challenge by Ben Haim. Now Patrick Vieira. Free kick. Silly challenge really by Giannakopoulos. The tension mounts. 5 minutes to go.
All about concentration now for Bolton. Defending well generally tonight. Keep focusing, keep defending well. Don't concede a late goal now.
Can the genius that is Thierry Henry save Arsenal's skins again? Not this time. Good throw out as well from Jääskeläinen to the ever-busy, ever-lively El Hadji Diouf. But not this time, he wasn't, because Cole took it off him and keeps going. What a run by Ashley Cole. Here's Reyes, 2 to his right. Oh, that is wasteful.
He's had his head down, Reyes. He had Pires, he had Bergkamp, both available on his right-hand side. Because he's left-footed, Reyes, he comes back in onto his left foot. It's a good break from Ashley Cole. To Reyes, always wants to work it onto his left foot. There's Pires to the left. Bergkamp was outside him. Both better options. There they are, 2 Arsenal players. Just feed it out wide. Poor effort.
Bolton win the throw. Will they win the match? And to try and ensure that they retain their lead, Sam Allardyce is about to send on one of the most experienced defenders in European football. Kevin Nolan's the man who's coming off. Fernando Hierro on in his place. Giant of a man in every sense, a giant of a player as Diouf is caught offside for the umpteenth time.
think there's an old saying in football, when you don't play well, you at least get something out of the game. This is one of those occasions Arsenal have got to do it. They haven't played well. They've got to try and nick a point somehow.
Now Nunez wasting his own time here by trying to nick a yard on the free kick. The linesman, eagle-eyed, sent him back. And straight away, Hierro wins a header. Campbell. Time running out for the champions. Henry's there. Oh, and Bergkamp almost stole between the defenders. Good work from Ben Haim. This could be a famous victory for Bolton Wanderers. Pedersen for that. Almost came inside the defender, Toure. Remember, since they joined the Premiership, Bolton have beaten Manchester United, they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten Newcastle, they've never beaten Arsenal, but not for 10 years anyway. Vieira. Won back briefly by Speed. And then the foul by Hierro. Patrick Vieira. Ooh, that almost found its way through. Ljungberg was in two minds whether to try and deflect it or just let it go. He chose the latter.
I think if he had got a touch, it would have caused more problems for Jääskeläinen. They go to sleep, Bolton. When it struck at Ljungberg, slightest of touches, I think, would have took it into the back of the net. Because Jääskeläinen's going across his goal to his right. He wouldn't have saved it with the slightest of touches from Ljungberg.
Levels rise a few more decibels as we move into the final minute at the Reebok Stadium. Bolton Wanderers 1, Arsenal 0. Hierro to Hunt, caught him by surprise. Almost everyone racing forward now for Arsenal, but to no avail as Gardner wins it back and then concedes the throw. Vieira. Hierro caught his man as he cleared the ball away, but the referee at the moment is allowing play to go on. Patrick Vieira. Offside against Thierry Henry. The referee's letting them play on. Now he's realised. Now he's blown the whistle.
Well, he didn't see it, Mark Clattenburg. The assistant's flag went up for offside, of which Thierry Henry was clearly offside.
Four minutes of stoppage time. Minutes can seem an awfully long time when you're leading 1-0 against the champions of English football. It certainly will for Sam Allardyce. Remember, he's never won in 7 previous games against Arsenal as the Bolton manager. He's never lost against Bolton. Both those records could change. Almost fatal hesitation there at the back by Bolton. Ngotti and Gardner leaving the ball to each other. Here's Diouf. They've got to try and keep possession and settle it down, Bolton. They've got to throw it.
Good play from Diouf. Held the ball up well. Just got to try and work it into the corner now, Bolton. Keep hold of it. Run the time down. I'm sure Sam Allardyce would have told his team at half-time, we're still winning 1-0, concentrate, not just for 90 minutes, but for injury time as well. That's what they've got to do. Bad spells, Bolton would have conceded late goals. Can't afford to do that today.
Diouf was happy in the end to let it run for a corner. Crucially, it keeps the ball in the Arsenal half, and we've only got a couple of minutes to play. similarity between this part of Lancashire and the King's Road in fashionable West London, but they'll be celebrating with equal relish in both those regions, I'm sure, if the scoreline stays as it is now. From Horwich to Harrods, this could be a very, very significant result. That's a free kick.
Great skill again from Juve. Trying to shoulder damage to Vieira. I think you'll find he'll keep it in the corner again.
Indeed they will. Cole eventually, momentarily winning it back. Campo. Sol Campbell beaten to the header. Well, was that a deliberate back pass? That's what they're claiming, the Bolton fans. Edison's there to win it back. We have less than a minute to play. Bolton Wanderers are beating the champions by 1-0. Sam Allardyce has looked at his watch about a dozen times in the last 2 minutes. This could be the final attack for Arsenal. Patrick Vieira swings it in, looking for Henry. Cleared by Hierro to Juve. Oh, clever little back heeler even at this crucial stage of the game. Hierro didn't quite have the pace to get there. Pedersen wins it back. Now Juve. He's going to end the game pretty much as he started it. Offside. We can look at the funny side of it now. But when this free kick is launched into the Bolton penalty area, which surely it has to be, we will be only seconds away from the final whistle.
You've got to get bodies forward. You've got 4 players in their own half, Arsenal.
There is the final whistle. Bolton Wanderers have beaten Arsenal. The champions have fallen, and they've fallen a massive 10 points behind the would-be champions from Stamford Bridge. It's a crushing blow for Arsene Wenger and his players, and they know it. How important will this result be come the end of the season, I wonder. 1 goal, 5 minutes before half-time, was all it took to send the champions home from Lancashire empty-handed. And there's the man who got it. Stelios Giannakopoulos is the name. A European Championship winner with Greece last summer. A winner